Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Sandra Foss and I like to review things. And today we're going to be reviewing my long-awaited figure, the Cloud dress version, along with Tifa, also in her dress. This video is sponsored by me. I actually have a Patreon now. I will link it in the box below, but I do spicy boudoir photos now. Every month we will get a new cosplay set. I have a couple already up. I have Alice from Nikkei, Ashley from Resident Evil 4 Remake. Please, if you'd like to support me, it's $5 a month just to see a couple, let's say like 5 to 20 pictures and of your favorite waifus, and I have a lot coming. For example, I will be doing Cammy. I actually just shot her earlier today, and she will be up July 1st. I have Tifa coming up and Makima from Chainsaw Man. So, looking forward to those. And again, thank you for watching. So we are going to start off with Cloud, my baby girl, and he is the most baby girl of looks. Today, we're going to open up his window here. See, he does not come with much, but he gets a little shy little face right here. The lipstick is so precious. They really pulled it exactly from the game. Comes with 5 extra hands along with the open hands that he already has in. You can see here it says Honeybee. This is where he's dressed up for to get into Corneo's mansion, which he does. Typical Play Arts box. While we're at it, we're going to look at Tifa's little window as well. I wanted to get her original look, but I was not a fan of her face. I think they're actually starting to get her face right now. She comes with an interchangeable face. Kind of looks forlorn in a way with an open mouth slightly. She comes with way more hands than Cloud and an extra ponytail. The shoes are very cute. Very good detail on both dresses here, but we're going to take a closer look shortly. As always, I try to keep these boxes as nice as possible, so we're going to be very gentle. Just pull him up and out. Slips right out. We never use these on my channel, so I'm not going to worry about it, but it does come with the stand with 2 interchangeable grapplers to hold them in place. Put that away though. I'm going to put Tifa away so we can focus on Cloud. Just looking at the back of his dress, I mean, let me pull him out, but the corsetting on the back, the way they laced it up is really nice. It's very windy today, but this is kind of the best lighting in the house with the crying baby, so we're going to make it work. They always have these nice plastics to protect it while it's in the box, but it's just easy just to pull them off without damaging the figure. I really want to cosplay this version of Cloud. I just have to find the right person that makes it and that it's affordable. I definitely want to do one of these looks on my Patreon eventually. Oh man, there's so much detail. There's so much stuff to pull off. And okay. So here we go. Very nice shading on the skirt. It does lift quite a bit, and you see his tights with his little boots. Oh my god. What a baby girl. Like I said, the shading on the back is really nice too. The skirt is amazing. You see the nice corsetting, making him all tight. He's breathable and submissive. There's one more plastic. You're just gonna keep finding plastics everywhere, but that's okay. There's some nice little fish netting on his arms. It's really nicely textured. It's like a honeycomb feel to it. Covers for his little hands, little dainty little hands. And these hands carry the Buster Sword and not a callus on them. Jesus. The corsetting I kind of wish was almost like what they do with the bunny girls. Like they actually have fishnets and like lace. That would have been cool. But I just this is alright. You know, this stays long and it doesn't get so tattered. Let's see his necklace here. It is attached to his chest, so there is no movement with the necklace, but there is movement with his hair. His hair is such a nice, it's not like a macaroni color, it looks like a really nice blonde, like a realistic blonde texture. You don't see his extensions clipped in the back, it looks very seamless. It doesn't remove much besides off his shoulder a little bit. Trademark spiky boy hair with a little bow. Very cute. That doesn't come off either. It feels nicely secured. His face, I think they did a really good job. I was a little skeptical with this line, the remake line, but they are starting to get better at their shading and painting of their faces. Again, we already mentioned his lips. They're nicely lip glossed. It's very pretty.
Can you see his face again?
He's just so pretty. I don't know exactly what I want to do with his hands yet. I kind of just want to, I'm going to probably pose him with Sephiroth because I'm that kind of shipper. I don't even apologize for that. I'm always very afraid to change their arms out, so I probably won't. Of course, I did show you the options they have. They come with 2 closed fists. One's to open with a sword, if I want to put the buster in there, and then actually I might, well, it depends on how I pose him with Sephiroth, but they have 2 hands holding together, so he's very nice and proper, ladylike. I'll show you the extra head. It's very shy. I think I might trade out this head. He's looking the other direction, very, very shy, very coy.
Demure.
Demure. My husband recording back there.
Well, they can see me in the reflection.
Oh. And his hair comes off very easily, just, you know, don't be on a deck with open holes. We could have lost him there. So you just pop on his head. They kind of made it like the Bring Arts. I don't have any of those. I'm not a huge fan of the Bring Arts, but I did see the Final Fantasy 16 line, and ooh, a bitch might. So I put his little demure face on. I think it works so much better with this whole entire look. You know what, I am going to switch out the hands so I can definitely show you guys on video how scared I am. I go very slow. These come off so they are not attached to this hand set. And he's 2 nubs, so we're going to get those nubs, attach them to this. You can see my husband can capture this. I'm very scared. I think you're gonna have to bring his arms out a little bit and then pop it into the next peg. That was actually not too bad. Oh, yeah, it was. Oh, it's just so scary. Why don't they? I mean, I guess you can't make it as hard as you want without, you're losing the changeability. You make it any more sturdy, so I guess it works. And though that was scary, it worked out, and he looks very, very shy, very girly. It's like when Corneo was looking through the waifus and picking his favorite, and ends up picking Cloud. This kind of what that pose reminds me of. With his skirt, he actually kind of stands on his own, which is nice because I don't use the stands, and I just prop him up against the wall, so I won't have to worry much about him. Even with the skirt not out too much, it's really holding him up. Yeah, that's great. I love that. Let's get some moves here. His foot goes that far back, that far front. His leg can, well, he can bust it right open. Look at him. He looks like Safer Sephiroth with no legs. He's just floating around. You see how far his legs go back and underskirt Cloud. We're not going to get any movement with his arms in this, so I should have probably did that before. His waist can go about halfway to each side, and his neck can go a good amount far, and then not too much at all in the back. I'm not going to try to 180 his head, I'm very terrified. That is Cloud. I'm really happy. I was really hoping they would, and they did with the whole Tifa dress line. I know Tifa's making them a lot of money, so we'll probably see a shit ton more Tifas. I don't have Aerith yet, so I'm debating which dress to get her in. But I think this is a 10 out of 10 figure. I don't think they missed anything. Of course, I had the suggestions of actual lace, but that would be a way more expensive figure, and he retails, I think, for $120 on Ami. So I don't buy off the Square Enix site because it's a lot more expensive and it takes longer to get to you. Now we're gonna do Tifa. Her box is a little much smaller than Cloud's. I'm gonna be very careful again with the tape. Let's move Cloud so she gets some spotlight. I like the inside of her box. I guess it is like a little kissy face, so that makes sense. You have Corneo's mansion in the background. She comes with 7 interchangeable hands, interchangeable face and hair. I'm gonna pull this apart. Pulling the plastic off her, just like Cloud. She comes with much less. There's much less to protect. Ooh, do I want to? So I work conventions, and there's a lot of people who tend to check our waifus. We sell looser, like out-of-box waifus. We call them loose waifus. I'm not talking about their sexual prowess, but there's a lot of people who tend to upskirt them to make sure they have underwear. I don't get it, but whatever, each his own. She does have underwear, so I'm not gonna upskirt her. I'm gonna be a little bit more respectful than I was with Cloud. She doesn't come with any jewelry or anything to obstruct her arms, so if you're kind of not keen with looking at all the joints, I apologize. This is what this figure all is.
Yeah, her joints are really obvious.
Yeah, it's joint city. You see her ball joints, her elbow joints. I mean, this is great because I can show you how flexible she is. She's a little bit stiff on this side. I don't know if it's just my figure. I'm loving her cleavage quite a bit. It's very well sculpted. The dress is very nice. It's made out of like a flimsy, not flimsy, I don't want to sound cheap, but it's a nice plastic that moves. So you're gonna get some good leggy action with her. See how well she moves. She doesn't go too far back with the dress, and her hair, well, her hair is not really obstructing it. It's purely the dress, but she's not gonna be able to bust it open like Cloud, but close enough. I want to show you her back. You can just take off her hair here. Like, her head just comes off. Oh my gosh. Just comes right off, and I was trying to show you her back, but you can see her whole joint right here. Very, very scary looking. I'm gonna put that back on. Interesting that she has this black line on the side of her head. I don't know if that's just my figure or that's the way it is. Just pop that back on. Very nice, and I don't feel like I'm gonna break her, which is nice. She does have painted nails, which are white. If we zoom up on her face, she has one earring that's a crescent moon. Her eyes are a nice warm brown color. I don't know if they should have been more red or not. Right here on the side of her tress, she has this opening. I don't know if I'm a fan of it. Kind of detracts from the whole thing. I mean, you're not really posing her from the side, but that's just open. So very interesting. And you're also going to see the inside of her arm if you're posing her from the side. So that usually kind of irks me, but it is this dress.
sort of a challenge with.
Yeah, like what are you gonna really cover her with? I'm gonna try to go for her more dynamic hair so we can see her in a different.
Oh, she's got two hairs.
Yeah. Her hair just comes off the ball joint. It's more wavy. I like that better, so we're gonna put that back.
Windswept.
Yes, windswept. Now this is the scary part because they don't come with an extra ball joint for their head. So please be very careful. Let's do her demure look. So I think this is a part of the figure. It's just a black stripe. I don't understand why. Oof. Do not be as rough as I'm being because her earring will probably just break off. Nothing really cute. It seems stiff, but just in case. We're gonna just pop her hair back in. She'll work with me. There we go. Okay. This face is interesting. I don't know if I'm a big fan of this face. She kind of, yeah. I get what they're going for. Her looks like, but nah. Not time for that face. I like the original face much better. So let me know what you think in the comments. Do you like the sexier Tifa face? Figure it out. But I'm tempted to get her original look now. I'm kind of building more trust with this line. I'm just, like with this dress, there's a lot going on with it, so it's hard to give it a full 10 out of 10, and with all the joints showing. So she's a solid like 7 out of 10 figure. Pose her next to Cloud. Cloud has the height on her, which I'm happy for, even with her heels. And wow, she stands by herself too. So there we go with the two ladies. I had to get Eric to finish off the set. That is it for this review. I wholeheartedly recommend, if you're a huge Final Fantasy remake, Final Fantasy in general, Cloud is a solid figure to get. I would get another version of Tifa, but this was at Katsucon and I picked her up for a good deal. 7 out of 10 for her. And again, please go support my Patreon if you're into spicier photos. I will be doing cami and a lot to come for the rest of the year. I have a whole roadmap on there. If you are interested, please click the link below. But until next time, guys, my name is Sandra Faust and I am out. Take care.